Good evening. Hey, I almost had this scheduled out for June. Yeah, crazy. Um, I looked there at the time that I had it scheduled for, and it said in 30 days. And I was like, oops, I was off on I don't know what calendar did that. Anyway, welcome. Hi, it's Gretchen here. I am working on the Pat Flynn challenge, but part of doing a challenge about going live, and I don't have any problem going live. There's sometimes it's not always the most interesting thing, but it does kind of. I have a great time when I do it, and the story is what I do on my other channel. Um, but I wanted to do more on this channel, and this is kind of where I'm focusing right now. A lot of my focus is here for several different reasons. But one of the things is I oftentimes need to give myself a task. And this is something that needed to get done. And this is to go through some photos. And if you've been here the past 5 days, this is day 6. I have taken all the photos that I did that I shot with this particular lens. You applied the Scott Kelby method, the slim method, to sort things down from the full shoot to picks to selects. And the selects are supposed to be those that you would be willing to work on. Well, I got in there. All these photos are anywhere from 8 to 10, 11 years old, maybe 12. And some had been edited already. Some I'm interested in looking at with a fresh eye. And then I got distracted and thought, oh, those could be stock. And so I was sorting those out in this same selects. And I thought, oh, that's not going to work. Because what I need to do is really have a separate category for stocks, which I do on my Lightroom. But it showed me that even when you have a system to do a project, sometimes there's instances that come up that you didn't think about when you put the system in place. And I didn't think of stock, because stock is those items that I am that can put off to the side, that take minimal editing, and they can go into like a generic, here's sunsets for sale, or here's this or that, or I'm putting them here. I used to have a lot of stuff in wire stock. I think I think they closed. So, but there's still, so we'll have a section available on Fourth Wall that I'm working on to have just stock items available if people want to buy a folder of sunsets or backgrounds or what, they can do that. But the thing is that I had gotten to like 80. I'd gone from 194 in the picks down to 104 in the selects, and that was just too many. And I realized that I had stocks in them. So what I did before you guys came on here, let me get to the right. And yes, things are popping up. Over on this, let me see if I can close this little guy down. I have, let's see if I do there we go, that. Over here, on the, it's not showing why isn't it showing my mouse to you guys? There there's some setting. All right, I'm going to verbally say it. On the right-hand side down, you'll see a highlighted folder that says selects. Fixed 400 DO. Okay. So it says only 66 now. And below that, I have stock. So what I did was I went through that whole section and I found ones that I thought could be stock photos. And I could put and would take some minimal work for creating something like, here's a dog photo. Okay, for example, the dog photo is not something that I'm going to put on my website or anything like that, but it is in need of some things. It needs to be auto straightened. It needs to be cropped. Constrain the crop. And then it for stock photos, you don't really need to do much of anything. You don't even really need to crop down because you never know how somebody wants to use it. So let me see. I need to do a subject. And I am going to subtract by a brush this guy. The brush needs to be bigger. Where's my bigger brush? Come on, move out of there. There we go. What's the feather? Flow. Oh, my flow is not up all the way. Okay, I don't really want to adjust this guy. The details in him, he's fine the way he is. I just don't. The mask that I want is on the dog. And the dog needs simply to have his shadows brought up a bit. Maybe a bit more. Maybe there. Just a little bit of clarity. Keep the texture in him. Drop some of those highlights down so he's not so blown out. His eyeballs, see, it's not the greatest. See, his eyes are really dark. Yeah. And I think I'll just give him a little saturation and a little sharpness. It's not the greatest in the way of a stock photo, but it's something. There may be something that somebody wants, a Anatolian type dog and on a beach, who knows? That's what is done. And that's it. So these stock photos that I have, go back to the library. I can come back to, there's another dog over here, German Shepherd running on the beach. Standing waiting for somebody. There's somebody else with their dog. There's some kids surfing and family, and those kind of things. Still don't know why that's in there. But yeah, sunset family, these kind of shots. Beach people, who knows what you might do. Sunset. might want that for a background for something. This one, I still have my silly old watermark in it, so it's can't really be in stock. This is Yellowstone. Another one of Yellowstone, the fisherman, and then this is a sailboat, and the sailboat needs to be, the horizon needs to be straightened. Thank you. We'll constrain the crop. And gosh, why is this? Let's reset. Let's okay. Landscape. What does adaptive? Where's the adaptive color? What does it do? Oh, okay. Adaptive color did that. Okay. Yeah. So that's the Lightroom adaptive color preset. It's really blue. It was more, I mean, it's not how I would want it. The temperature is way down on that. Oh, I see the dehaze was up so far. Again, temperature can come up. So again, stock photos don't need a lot. If there's a preset out there, you can do it and just leave them there, and then it can be done with as they want. But that's that. So that means that I've basically gotten through. This one needs to be removed from this collection. It's not stock. But these, that's not quite. When I put them in stock, one of the things that I want to make sure that I have done is that I have straightened out the landscape. That the horizon is straight. That's kind of important. I don't know why people can't straighten it themselves, but they, well. There's really not anything else to do with these guys. These could probably just be an auto, and that sharpens them up. Or we could go to an adaptive. What does adaptive color do? Using auto and adaptive. Oh, okay. Cancel. So we take it off of auto. There we go. Take it off of auto. Then we try adaptive color. Yeah. So those could take all of these right through. I think they're all. 4, 5, 6. I would take all of these beach ones and just do adaptive color on them, sync them. Where's the profile? Oh, focus. No, effects. Where's the color profile? Treatment profile. There we go. Synchronize. And then all of those, boom, 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 they just got all done. So where the dog, now the dog, and all those with that beach have had just a profile done, added to them. Oh, I kind of like what I could do with like this. Where's that one? This one, this looks cool as a black and white. And then somebody can decide if they want to do that with them. They can, make the surfer black and white. Don't like that. But that's the easy thing to do right there. All right, enough nattering. I'm done with presets. Go back to my library. And so stock is done. And then when I've finished finished working on a folder, I can add a color label to a collection. And I put a red that I'm done. I think that's what I put. I'm done. Don't touch them again because I'm done with them. There's some in other places they're hidden away. Good grief. Those are from Lightroom. Don't need to show those. Yeah, there's probably others in here that have a red or a green. That green I need to work on. I think that's what I did. I'll have to look at my notes. That's the other thing. Take notes of how you set up your system. I have things that have color labels, and like green is for landscape, and I think yellow is for people. Purple, no, yeah. I just different kind of things. But okay, so we're going to go now to selects. What I have now is I have 66 photos. If this was a normal grouping, I would be going through and editing each one. And even at that point, when I edit, I might decide, no, that's not how I want it edited, or I don't think if the edit falls apart, then I won't do it. Like this cormorant one right here. These guys I like best as black and whites, but I'm not so sure about this particular piece. Oh, so let me go to develop. Do this, and it doesn't need that. And but then yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't think that this is that great of one or any needing to do, I'm going to go and remove from collection. So that got rid of that one. This blacks are too much. Okay. There. See, you can do different things. This one. Okay. This has some things that bug me about it. Cormorants are really hard to photograph there. I mean, they are so dark. And it was a bright sunny day, and I'm not that pleased with the whole overall thing. I'm glad I got him before he took off in flight, and the denoise worked fine. What kind of masks do I have on him? None that are showing. Oops. Undo. I hit B, which adds it to target stock. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to hit B. Okay, so here it is in color. And I'm going to reset it. Come on. Oh, here. Reset all settings. There we go. All right. There's the original, or a copy of it. So what I want to do now is I want to start with a denoise. And there. Maybe? If I go up that far, that's too soft. Bring it down. You got a lot of it. I'm working right in about there. Maybe too much. So let's go with 70 since that's my birthday tomorrow. Okay. And do chromatic aberration. Remove that stuff. All right, let's take a look at a mask first off. Get back. Oop, nope. Normal size. Why aren't you fit? There we go. Okay. I am going to take a look at the crop first. And realize that it needs to be straightened. The piling needs to be straightened. Even though the piling is probably not straight hanging out there in the water, it still needs it. I'm going to give him a custom pano. So what I'm finding is that I'm wishing I had given some of these guys a little bit more breathing room to do their stuff. Okay. There. Okay. I'll take that. All right. Now, I need a mask that is the subject. A subject mask. Oh, yay. Almost. Mask. Hold it. Subtract sky. There we go. Almost. Did I get it? Oh, and subtract landscape. I need vegetation. No, that's vegetation. Nope. Okay. Not that. I need to cancel that. I need to subtract an object. There we go. Subtract an object, and that's going to be this guy. See if it'll work. I shouldn't have to do too much more. Oh, I might have to redo that one. Oh, good, it did. And it just needs to subtract a little bit more with a brush. Didn't quite get that down there. Okay. Now I go back to here, and I can bring up the blacks, bring up the shadows first, and bring up the blacks just a bit. Give him some contrast. Let's see if I can do some clarity on him. And a little dehaze is going to make him dark. No. Texture. Get this texture back. Okay. Okay, that's better. Oh, yeah, bring up his highlights in his face. Good. No whites. Don't need so many whites. I think give him a tad bit of sharpness. And that should be it on him. So let me see. Oops. Now, here's the trick. Does he look good in black and white? Yes, he does. That looks better. Much better. Okay, I'm pleased with that. Yay. So that's my thing I'll do. I'll go through these and I will either re-edit or initially edit. Now that that one is done, what do I need to do? What can I do to say it's done? What color don't I use? Is it... where's my color code? Well, so that one's done. Oh, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. So it doesn't have a name. Title. Ready for takeoff. Ready for takeoff. Yep. I just have one other little thing I'm wondering about. In the crop that I did, I'm thinking doesn't need quite all that much in the... What do you think of that? There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. I didn't like the excessive distance, I would call it, of the piling seemed to overpower the cormorant. And I didn't want that to happen. Now it's getting down to really pickiness. What if we do that and then hang on? Okay. So, there we go. Got it. Got it. Good. All right. So that one is ready and done. I should have something that I can pop on there that says it's done. Let's see. I could lock it. Is there a way to lock it? I don't know. Anyway, but that's what I'm going to do. That's all I have to do left on this. So I have not going to sit here and edit all of these in front, but the cormorant is done. I don't think, here, let's take a look here. He's cute, but they are not. The sea lions are not close enough or clear enough to be. Look at the bat, the birdhouse up there. Is that a birdhouse? Yes. Seagulls. Nope, I'm going to take it. That one's out of the collection too. Let's do this one more time. Let's run through this and see if there's any more that need to come out of this collection. This one is on my website. That's an abstract. This one I want to see. What happens when I do this? No. What happens when I do this? Oops. No. And if there's a preset. I'm over here looking at presets, trying to see which one I want. No, none of those. None of those. Not travel, urban architecture. Maybe. No, too. Oh, that's kind of cool. If I did that one, then there's how much. No. This one. Try this one. No. 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 Oh, it's video. Creative. Color. Natural. Burnt. high contrast and detail, vivid, matte. Oh, those are my. These are all black and whites. Huh. There you go. Okay, we'll leave it at that and we'll see what happens. Not so sure about that whole thing. It set up quite the curve. And we'll see. I don't know. Because what I want to do is I want to take this color. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do a mask. I meant to do a color mask. Where is it? Range, color mask, color range. And then we will refine it. So it's just on that. And then we will have its saturation come down somewhat. And that. Yeah, I think like that is what I want to do for now. Okay, that is going to stay right there. That's still a work in progress. That one is one I like. This one I've got a color in. Whoa, that one has a lot of masks on it. That's right. Okay, hold it. 1 and 2. Oh, they're two different ones. Okay. Oh, look at those. I like this one. But what if I did? rotate, flip horizontal. There we go. Yep, that's what it needed. Now, that's what I was looking at. Nope, I don't like that. Stop it. That's cool. Yep. Okay. There you go. Another abstract. I think the yellow is abstract. So, all right. Well, that's just about it on this. So you see what I'm doing, see where I'm going with these, and we'll see how it goes. There's another. I love these sand things. Still haven't decided why I sold this lens, but we'll figure it out. Other than it's a good thing to get through these. So that's it for me on this. I am going to you can come get him. You can come get him. My dog has been over there in the corner snoring away, and because it's late, it's time to come get him so he can in his evening. Hey, yeah. All right, so that was it. So you saw what I did taking stock. So that's a whole another step what I'm going to do. And I think what I'll do is when I'm going through things, I'm just going to give a stock a number 3. Just give them a 3. And then I will be able to sort by that number, by those that are rated at a 3, and those will go right into a stock file. I had some other stock files for some other aspects, so I'm going to take a look at all of those and see what that does. But stock is not the priority right now. The priority is getting things ready for a show. And it's one thing for me to get them selected and printed. Then I have to get them done in time for that kind gentleman that just came in here, my husband, to get them framed. Because he does our framing. Yay. All right. Hey, thanks for being here. Day 6. Tomorrow, we'll see. Maybe we'll sort and see what the next step will be, what to do next. But see if any of these are going to make it into a final cut for a new show. The show is in Oregon. These are several of these are in Oregon at Manzanita Beach and different places, so that is always a good thing. And so I'll take a look at the Oregon ones maybe and see about those and see where they are on getting printed, what I can do about that. So thanks for being here, and I will catch you next time. And until then, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. Look up, look down, look around. Sometimes look around the corner or just in your backyard. You never know. And I will be back again with tomorrow for day 7 on this. Closing it out. Talk to you later.